Good morning, good morning, good morning, fam. It's Thursday. And everybody knows what Thursday is by now, don't we? We know that this is Trash Day Thursday. It is time, boom, 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 to throw something away in our lives that shouldn't be there. And every Thursday when it's trash day and the trash man comes to take out the trash, then we want to use that as an analogy to throw something out of our lives that should not be in our lives. And on this Trash Day Thursday, we want to throw away, and this is a big one for me, and it's something that I just experienced this week, and I'm pretty excited to share because I had a successful resolution. But on this Trash Day Thursday, we want to throw away misunderstanding. That's right, we want to throw away misunderstanding. And I want to share something with you guys. And I've shared this before in interviews, in videos, but I've never gone into detail. But one of my developmental areas is being a good communicator when it comes to conflict. As long as things are going great, I communicate well. But when it comes to conflict, good morning, when it comes to conflict, I will clam up. I will make judgments about things that were said or done without talking those things out to get a full understanding. So on this Trash Day Thursday, let's throw away misunderstanding. Sometimes what you think somebody meant, or what you think somebody said, or what they meant by what they said, or what they meant by what they did, may just be a misunderstanding. But if you never talk that thing through, you'll never know and get to the other side of resolution. So I want to share something that happened to me personally this week. It is not easy for me to pick up the phone and call someone, or to even have a conversation with someone when there's potential conflict that might be in front of that situation. And so I have to purposely push myself to have a conversation so that we can get on the other side of resolution. So a couple things I want to share is if a relationship is worth keeping solid, keeping healthy, keeping strong, then anytime a conversation needs to happen, it's going to be worth it. And sometimes relationships can fade or get in a bad place simply because of misunderstanding, and also because of a heart-to-heart conversation did not occur. Okay, so when you decide that you want to throw away misunderstanding, then it may cause and require you to do some things that are uncomfortable, like have that uncomfortable conversation. But let me tell you, in our lives, and this is what we are doing every day of our lives, we're trying to be our best selves. We are trying to be the best that we can be, not just for ourselves, but yes, primarily for ourselves, but also to give the best of us to the world. And so when it comes to misunderstanding, then we want to make sure that we throw that away, and that we don't put finality on a person, we don't put finality on a relationship, or we don't make an assessment about somebody. I don't know if y'all can hear, but the phone is ringing in the house. It always seems to ring when I'm doing a video. But we don't want to put finality on a situation when we have not talked that thing through to see if we just simply misunderstood. So when you reach those tough conversations that you need to have, first of all, we want to take the attitude of giving the other person the benefit of the doubt. No matter what the situation looks like, no matter what we think that person may have said that was inappropriate, that hurt our feelings, or that we don't understand why they do it, let's first of all give the person the benefit of the doubt. Because if the tables were turned, we would want somebody to give us the benefit of the doubt, right? Yes, we would. Okay, so we want to give that same courtesy to somebody else. And then when you give someone the benefit of the doubt, or when you have that conversation, you want to make sure that you take ownership for what you're feeling and not blame those feelings on that other person. So if you've ever heard somebody say, "You hurt my feelings," no, nobody controls your feelings but you. Now you can say, whatever you said, that thing that you said or that thing that you did hurt my feelings. But don't accuse the person of hurting your feelings. You have to take ownership for what you're feeling and talk that thing through. Yes, let the other person know how you feel, but don't blame that other person for your feelings, okay? And that kind of helps reduce, eliminate, clear out misunderstanding, okay? And then when you talk, try to understand where the other person is coming from by asking a simple question of, help me understand why you said what you said, or help me understand why you did what you did, or what were you thinking in this situation, or tell me how you feel about this. And simply by asking that other person how they feel about something can sometimes help you see that the misunderstanding was in what you were thinking before you ever get around to expressing how you feel. So sometimes that misunderstanding can be eliminated simply by letting that person express first. Okay, now we know you might be feeling a certain type of way, but remember, every relationship is two people in it, and every relationship, two people have to give and take in that relationship. So we want to keep that in mind. So try to understand how that person is feeling, why that person may have done what they did or what they did. But I promise you, and I guarantee you, that if you have those tough conversations and you be willing to throw away misunderstandings, it will get that relationship back on track. It will get that, it will position you in a place where, it will eliminate whatever feelings that you may have been having that have been misdirected or warped feelings. Remember when we had that? Okay, so on this Trash Day Thursday, we want to make sure that we are throwing away misunderstanding. Okay, so take a moment just to reflect and say, am I in a particular place that I don't particularly care for with a family member or with a friend or with a spouse or with somebody, a work colleague or somebody? And have I had a conversation with that person to throw away misunderstandings, or to allow misunderstandings to come to the forefront so that I can get back in a good place with that person? Okay, so on this Trash Day Thursday, what's coming to your mind about misunderstanding? And rather it's a situation that you need to go back to and correct, or rather it's a current situation that you're in that you need to have that tough conversation, or rather it just needs to be something that you adopt going forward to make sure that you throw away misunderstanding. And the minute somebody says something or does something to you to cause you to feel a certain kind of way, then go ahead and immediately have that tough conversation. Or even if you need to take a couple of days to kind of get in a good place, or to make sure that you're not in a heated moment to have a decent conversation, make sure that we don't sit on misunderstanding and we throw that misunderstanding away or allow it to come to the forefront, because sometimes it's just a misunderstanding. Okay, so on this Trash Day Thursday, we are going to throw away, nice car, we're going to throw away misunderstanding. And so wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you see how beautiful this day is here in an ATL, and I hope your day is beautiful wherever you are, and I shall see you on the next video. And I forgot to say, have a super fantabulous day. Okay, see you on the next video. How about that?